everybody. I'm just here in Chiefland tonight. Chiefland, Florida. It's been amazing for me today. I went door dashing and had a really good time. Amazing, like high dollar orders with very few miles to drive for each one. They were like all about like 1 or 2 miles away from the stores, so it was really fun. Made a lot of money really quick that way. And met my goal for door dashing, my money goal for the day, and actually I exceeded it. And then I did a reading, and that was really fun. And well, then I really exceeded my money goal for the day after that. So anyway, but now I'm here tonight at a Walmart, and I really want to just say thank you for everybody's prayers and support. I know you might not comment or, like my posts that much. Some of you do, but, others of you just silently support me, and I appreciate that. So, anyway, well then, I have, been on a campground for half of the day too. And this is a new one for me I haven't been on yet, but sorry about the loud noise with the traffic. And I have limited time on my phone with the phone charger not being here with me outside. I don't have a cord long enough. Anyway, whatever. The phone battery's gonna die soon, so but I just really don't want to stay up a lot longer tonight and need to get back to the campground, but there's no phone signal there, so I came out here to do the video to try to hopefully share the testimonial. And of course all these loud cars keep driving by now. But anyway, so here I am. Just had my shower and everything, and I'm all ready for bed. I can't wait to go get in my tent. And so nice out tonight. And the stars are so amazing out there. This campground where I'm staying, it's so awesome. I can't wait to go swimming in the spring tomorrow. And I found like perhaps some bear tracks on my campsite tonight, and other people saw really big deer on their campsites, so I can't wait to be there tomorrow all day and see what happens. Anyway, so I'll be offline, probably for most of the day, I think. And Yeshua and I had a really good time on the campground tonight. We had our little outing together, and he surprised me when we got there, but first I wanted to share with you, my family is just not part of my life, my real family that gave me birth and brought me into this world and that I grew up with. None of them are a part of my life right now. So you guys are kind of like my family to me, even though I don't know you. I don't know why, but sometimes I think I have friends that are sort of like family to me, but I don't really need family because I have my own family, the Yeshua and Blessed Mother Mary. She's my mother. And then Dr. Wayne Dyer is my father. He adopted me last year, and my spiritual family, they're my family. So it's kind of a little different than most people. And not like normal family either, they're much higher vibration than most people are, than everybody is. So it's hard to compare. You can't compare them, but Yeshua actually has been so close to me lately with everything I've been doing to help myself, to be able to build a business, perhaps, doing something that I love, the spiritual healing work that I do, and readings, like intuitive readings. I'm really just supposed to be focusing only on the intuitive healing, but coaching people also, like Blessed Mother Mary, she said tonight she really wants me to do dating coaching for people and focus only on that. It seems to be a good thing for me right now, and so probably going to be doing a little bit of that too. But dating and relationships, they go together, right? So it seems like a lot of people need help understanding the opposite sex and gender differences, and I have a lot of awareness about that and knowledge in that area that I can really empower people with. So anyway, but she bought me lunch today, and I just love her so much, how she helps me. But see, they're my family, and they help me like a family would. When I need help, they're there for me, and they take on really big responsibilities, like, hey, I'm going to take you out for dinner tonight. Or today, she was like, I'm going to buy, like, they will take me out for lunch or dinner. Like, today was a treat for me. It wasn't because I couldn't take myself out for lunch. I had plenty of money to do that with, but she wanted to treat me. So, I could receive from somebody, because when you're door dashing and traveling so much and going from town to town, there's people that you meet that, you could have a good conversation with or whatever, but not somebody you could really go have a meal with. And, like, I don't know, unless it's somebody from that town that happens to invite you or something. But so I don't see a lot of people that I know to receive from, like, I don't have a boyfriend traveling with me or something to buy me dinner. So they buy me dinner because I like that kind of thing. I like to be treated to meals that are good, meals out at a restaurant, and that somebody else buys for me. And, like a significant other in my life. And so they do that, and they bought me some really amazing meals. And when I say they bought it, I mean, like, I end up getting the meal free somehow, and it always works out that way. Every time they say they're going to do that, it always works out. And it's not like I plan it at all. I don't try to get it free. It just works out where they give it to me free every single time. So I know when they show up and they say, I'm taking you out for lunch today, or I'm taking you out for dinner, then we're going to have a really good time, and we're going to eat a really good meal, and it's going to be free for me. Someone's going to buy it, or somehow I'm going to be gifted that meal. So that way I can receive also, because I give so much and I care a lot about a lot of people all day long. And I go above and beyond in my service to them. It's really important to keep my balance in my ability to receive and remember to do that. So they help me with that. When I don't have a boyfriend, Anyway, also they bought me gas before. And, that's really amazing, because there's times where I've actually needed help with that, and door dashing is my job, so they have pitched in. And one time before, well, this was like really funny, because Blessed Mother Mary, she told me which specific gas station to go to, and while I was door dashing, and I had an order, and they told me, oh, take this order, and I was like, no, I don't really want that one. That's not a high dollar order, and it's kind of high miles. And they were like, take it. So I did, and you only have like a certain amount of time. You can't really like go back and forth with each other to negotiate. You just have to make a quick decision. So I trusted and I took that order, and then on the way I was like, I don't know if I have enough gas to do this order because my fuel light doesn't work in my car. The gas gauge is broken, so I never can tell how much money I should put in for gas, because I can't tell how much gas is in there in the first place. But when the fuel light comes on, I don't know what that means. Like for me, it could mean I have 8 gallons left, but I don't know. So I never know how many more miles I'm going to be able to drive. But one time I only drove like 18 miles and then I ran out of gas. So I was like, okay, well, I guess it's just like normal. But then last week or a couple of weeks ago, when I, whatever, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I'll just finish what I was saying about Bless the Mother Mary buying me gas first. But she actually, told me to take that order, and then she was like, go to this gas station right here. And it was on the way to go pick up that pizza for these people. And I was like, she said, we're going to buy gas. And I was like, oh, okay. With what? I don't really have any money to do that with. She's like, just go here and get some gas. So I was like, okay. So I pulled in and I got to a pump, and then I went inside and I gave the guy $10. I think I had $10 left in cash. So I was like, okay. So I went in and I paid for $10 in gas. And then all of a sudden she was like, hold on a minute. Just wait. This is going to be good. She always knows what people are going to do ahead of time. I don't know how. But she was like, this is going to be good. So I was like, okay. So we went back to my car and I pumped my gas, and I just was minding my own business. I don't like to stand there at the pump while it's pumping because I don't like the smell of gas or to breathe that in. So I moved away from the pump while it was pumping, and then I just took the nozzle off when I was done. But I looked at the price. She was like, wait, look at the thing up there. And I looked at it and it said I got $30 worth of gas. And I was like, $30? I only paid for 10. That must have been a mistake he made or something. And so I was like, oh, I should go back in and tell the guy about that and see if I know what to do, because it's too late now. Gas is already in my car, but I don't have $20 more to give him right now. So she was like, don't worry about it, just go get the pizza, we'll come back and take care of this later. So meanwhile, I had like $30 worth of gas, and I don't know how she knows these things or gets how this happens to work like that, but she knows. And she's very firm in her, very clear about it when she tells me she's like, says it with confidence. So I'm like, okay, Mom. So anyway, that worked out great. And then I had enough gas to dash the whole next day. And I was so thankful for that, because I had a bill due that night too. So I was able to pay that after I got done with work. And then I had gas for the whole next day that I didn't have to pay for. And so that's what I needed. And I was asking for help with from the universe, from God, before she told me where to go buy gas. So that was the nice thing about, that, because I asked first. We always have to ask first. And then the universe responds. As long as we're receptive to receiving, right? We're allowing our well-being. So I was allowing my well-being by doing something that I love, door dashing. And even though I didn't know how I was going to keep being able to do that, because I didn't think I had enough money to buy food and gas, and I didn't want to spend my money on gas, she assured me it was okay. So they coach me on these things, on my money and how to spend it and when and where. And now I'm smart enough to know myself, but I can't see the future like they do. I do have the gift of foresight, so I can see a lot. And I do help myself with many things, but there's some things I'm too much in my head about, and I'm really scared, and I'm it's late, I'm tired, I don't have like the energy to put into that or something, you know, I just want them to help me with it. So sometimes they will guide me on it. Or sometimes if it's something I'm not seeing accurately, or I'm missing something, I'm not like, you know, I didn't have time to meditate that day or something to receive my guidance, you know, ahead of time, maybe, you know, so it's like that for me. So sometimes, so anyway, but I do readings for myself every day and they're always very accurate, very clear, and good readings. So I do have a lot of guides that, you know, come along and help me with other things, you know, in my life too. So everybody does, you know, well, especially me because of how I live. So, but anyway, so she bought me that, and then Ascended Master Muhammad came along and he was like, I'm getting your dinner tonight, so you don't have to worry about buying that, because I spent the $10 I had on the gas. So he bought my dinner, and I ended up getting like a free pizza from DoorDash. Like, I went to go deliver pizza, and when I picked it up, something happened at the restaurant, and they gave me the pizza, but then, I went out to my car, and like it fell out of my hands. Like, it just jumped out of my hands, and I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world? That never happens. And yet it did that time, but it stayed in the box. But, you know, so I was like, well, it's probably still good to deliver, but I should go tell these people inside the store, like Hungry Howie's or something. I better let them know, because maybe the pizza fell apart. When it fell, I want them to look in the box and see for me, because we're not allowed to open the boxes and like look at people's food. So I let them do that. And then the guy was like, well, if it fell on the ground, then we can't give it to the customers. We're going to have to make them a new one. So he gave me the pizza. So I got a whole pizza for free that night for my dinner. And Miriam bought my gas. And then my battery's gonna die soon, so anyway, but when I went back to Wawa to talk to them about the gas, they didn't want the money from me. I offered to pay them because I had the money, and then they said, no, you keep it, that was for you, that was just a special gift for you, and we appreciate your business and we don't need that money, you do. But I didn't tell them anything about me or my situation. They just wanted me to have that. So it was so weird how that happened, and fun and funny. And so they make life so beautiful. And I just wish everybody could have these experiences. And I'm sure you do. But I would love to hear about them from you. So if you would love to share yours with us, me and my family, Miriam and Yeshua, and the others that I have with me, who are my family too with them, I would love that. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this is of help for you somehow. Just inspiration alone can help reduce your stress and raise your vibration. And so at the very least, maybe you'll have a little bit better health for tomorrow. All right, thanks. And I hope you have a great night. Bye.